What is going on, Earth 2 novice enthusiasts and everyone in between? I'm going to try to keep this one short because I have a growing mountain of stuff to do, but it is important that I get this stuff to you as soon as possible when I have the ability to. And I figured, I'm not driving around in a car, I'm not flying around in a plane. So if I'm sitting in front of my computer and I can get it out to you guys, I'm going to jump on, go live, which is one of the reasons that it's very important to be subscribed and have those alert notifications on. Another reason that's going to be good to have these alert notifications on is what we're going to be talking about today. Shane Isaac, CEO of Earth 2, minutes ago just posted that the Easter egg countdown is starting very soon. And quote, Easter egg countdown starting very soon. Like I just said, Easter egg countdown starting very soon. Mind blown with how many things are working in parallel behind closed doors here. Some things drawing closer to coming online. Amazing team meeting tonight. He's saying tonight because obviously I know he's Australian, and I believe he's still working out of Australia. So for those of you who aren't familiar, I'm here in the East Coast. I'm Eastern Standard Time in the States. So he is probably 12 hours different. That means he's, this is the AMs. This is, 1, 2 in the morning that he's posting this. So these guys are still working probably 7 days a week. Hopefully they're taking some time off to spend with their family and get some sleep. But as we've seen, for those of you who have been in this crazy chaos of the Earth 2 launch over the last couple of months, it feels like a lot longer than that, right? I'm sure it feels like an eternity for these guys because we've been seeing them grind it out, putting in ridiculous hours. There were times where he was saying he was getting like a handful of hours out of as many days, like 3 or 4 hours of sleep out of 3 or 4 days, because they're just working. I don't think they're working that crazy anymore, but obviously they're still burning the midnight oil and then some to bring this stuff to fruition. We know the Easter egg hunt was delayed, partially due to some of the headaches associated with the Dubai release. And I discussed that in other videos, so check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is very exciting. Now, when the countdown starts, as long as I'm within, as soon as I can, I will be going live and making a mention of it. And then when we are actually going to be initiating the Easter egg hunt, which is expected to be this Saturday, I will also be going live again, as long as there's nothing preventing me from doing so. I think we'll have some cool dialogue going back and forth. We're going to be getting details on what the rules are to the hunt, how it's going to work. I do have some ideas, just speculative ideas as to what's going to be involved, and I'm going to try to bang out a video when I can. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some time, even though I'm going to be out and about tomorrow, driving around doing a bunch of errands and stuff. But in any case, I will be bringing that information to you as soon as possible. I do have some videos that I have shot that I am going to try to get edited before I have to head out. So I'm going to leave you guys with that and jump to it. If you're new, if you're new to Earth 2 especially, check out the noob raffle. Whether or not you're new, you could take advantage of the referral raffle and the free land giveaway. I give away land weekly. I use your referral codes when I make my purchases to enter into both of those. There's a contact form below. Using my referral code is super awesome. I really appreciate you doing that. That money goes to a channel account, second account from my personal account. And with that, I buy land. I give it away weekly. For you noobs, if you haven't joined Earth 2 yet, check out my videos. I've got a lot of noob-friendly content that'll bring you up to speed. And then also in the vein of bringing you up to speed, I'm going to help your portfolio by allowing you to be entered into a chance to win some UAE land, or some of my mines or oil fields. You get to basically choose. I'll tell you that you won. You tell me what you want to enter into that. Fill out that same contact form and then send me a screenshot showing that you used my referral code for your first purchase. I'm going to feel so honored that you decided to take the plunge with me, that I'm going to help you build out your portfolio. I've got a comment here. What do we got? Phil Dixon. Hey man, what's going on? Are you excited for the Easter egg? This has been the most, for those of you who are new and you haven't had to stick it out with the rest of us for the last few months, dealing with all the headaches and server issues and all this other stuff. These last few weeks have been more exciting than anything ever before. There's a lot of headache before with the server issues and everything, and there wasn't a whole lot of new stuff coming. We were waiting and waiting and waiting. This has been like every week we've got something going on that's super exciting. And I think this Easter egg hunt is going to be awesome. I know phase 2 is going to be right around the corner, and that's going to be very awesome. I think there's only more people who are going to be diving into Earth 2. So what do we have before that? Oh, the little thing like the UAE release. We probably have some more countries being released soon. Before that, we had the terrain video that came out, which is showing the graphics that are going to be on the Earth 2 ecosphere. I have a walkthrough that I did in Decentraland. I spent like an hour in Decentraland running around for you guys and showing you. I got to edit that down because I don't want you to have to watch me go through an hour of Decentraland. So I'm going to try to chop that up to show you guys. But like the side-by-side comparison of the graphics in Decentraland, and not to knock Decentraland, hard out to Decentraland, but I'm 100% focused on Earth 2 because you show the graphics side by side. Not to mention the scope of the world, the scope of all of the additional stuff that's going to be coming into Earth 2, the different economies, the different businesses, and all the other potential. But just side-by-side comparison, it's like comparing, I keep saying this, it's like comparing like a Nintendo 64 or like a Super Nintendo to like a PS5. And if there was a PS6, I'd be using that as the analogy. But I think PS5 to Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo is pretty accurate when you compare the graphics. And then you talk about the size of the world. Like you can scroll through Decentraland pretty easily. It's not very big. It's probably like, I don't even know if maybe it's like the size of Rhode Island. I don't know. And for those of you who are outside of the States, like we forget that Rhode Island exists. It's so small. No offense to the 3 people living in Rhode Island, but it's that small. So Decentraland is like a baby. Like look at it on the map. It's like I don't know how it's a state. Like you could drive through it accidentally. I'm beating up on Rhode Island, and there's not enough of them to care. I don't know anybody from Rhode Island. It's that small. I know people from like everywhere. I met people from like Utah and North Dakota and Montana and all these states that are like way out in the middle of nowhere. And like Rhode Island, like I've got family in Connecticut. I spent my summers in Connecticut. I've never met anybody from Rhode Island. It's not far. I digress. Decentraland, very small, very basic, very, very cool, very advanced. But compared to Earth 2, I don't know why I got on this tangent. Oh, I've got the video coming out. I got to get that edited down. Pretty excited too about the Easter egg hunt, but I need to find real eggs with my kids in the morning. Just going to rush that to put my kids behind a computer and find E2 eggs. Dude, put your kids to work. This is their future. You might be passing down your Earth 2 real estate portfolio in your NFTs, the egg NFTs. Get your kids involved. See how many devices you can get going in your home without chewing up your bandwidth too much. I dig that though. Family's obviously the priority. They did say that it will be a combination of a time-sensitive thing, being that it will be released and we're all going to be like, it'd be like a floodgate of people running in. But I don't think it's going to be. He also said patience is going to be involved. So I don't think it's going to be over in the first day. I might be wrong. Maybe we're going to find all the eggs in the first day. I don't know. But don't feel too bad if you have to, set aside some time to spend it with the family. That's definitely the priority. Who knows? Maybe we'll have the Earth 2 release at a similar time, or I'm sorry, the Easter egg release at a similar time to the UAE release, which was 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure where you're at, Ben, but if you're in the States, that would be later on in the afternoon. You can bang out the Easter egg hunt with the kiddos first, get all that happy, and yep. I mean, family is more important than anything, because at the end of the day, that's really what all this is for, right? We make money to provide security and comfort for and experiences for our families. So at the end of the day, I think the Easter egg hunt is going to be something your kids are going to thoroughly enjoy. The Netherlands, what's the time difference? I'm not familiar. It's 3 p.m. here. What's the time difference in the Netherlands? Hopefully it'll be, I know you guys are a few hours ahead of us, right? No. Oh, you're way behind us because you're on the other side of GMT, right? So it's Wednesday. It's late Wednesday there, right? I don't know how time zones work. All I know is every time, I've only been to Europe twice, but both times were during daylight savings time. So I was dealing with like switching the clock, and then also some country, going through the different time zones. And I think some countries don't participate daylight savings time. So that was a whole kerfuffle. But yeah, in any case, it's 10 o'clock. I do know military time. I used to be a firefighter. I was also in ROTC, so do know that. Okay, so last time so that'll be good. You're definitely not going to be hunting eggs at 10 at night with your kids, right? So that should be plenty of time for you to get the kiddos in bed. Even actually, you might want to make them stay up and help you find. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock where you are. Time zones are confusing, man. I mean, they're necessary. Time zones aren't as confusing as daylight savings time. I don't know why we still use it. There's different rumors as to why it was started, whether it was for farmers or if it was for keeping people shopping later at half of the year. I don't know, but in any case, you guys should have plenty of time to prepare for the countdown. As you guys may or may not know, there is going to be a video that will be released. The countdown is going to be for the video. The video is going to be a premiere, so we won't be able to fast forward to the end of the premiere and get the details unless it's already aired and you're watching it behind everybody else. But I believe there's going to be details and instructions throughout the video, because I think they're going to want to make sure everybody has a little bit, but there will be crucial stuff at the end of the video. And again, we won't be able to fast forward, so it's like we're all hitting the starting line at the same time. Bang, off to the races. Find the eggs. I think there's going to be an additional filter involved. Shane's been tagging or doing hashtags for Mapbox rocks and stuff like that. So I think there's maybe going to be an additional filter or possibly something that we have to do with Mapbox. I don't know. Another thing that I've seen in Reddit forums, I've seen some other videos, and I was noticing as well, like if you notice, every time I've read something, he always capitalizes or puts "in style" in quotes. And I joked around saying at first I thought the "in style" meant, the Easter egg hunt news was going to be released in style. I thought that meant they were going to be wearing Easter Bunny outfits, but styles is what Mapbox refers to as their different filter styles. So are we going to have a Mapbox account? I set one up just in case, but maybe there's going to be a new filter for Earth 2, because Mapbox is who did what are they called? Hotspots, where we can see like this stuff. That's Mapbox, which is interesting that this was in the original Earth 2 logo. They had this planned before it was out. So these guys are thinking way ahead. They're thinking around the corner, which is nice. So 10 o'clock there. Which outfits? Oh, the Easter Bunny outfits. I would love to see Shane and the developers. Like, I want to see the faces painted up. I want to see a little black nose and some bunny whiskers. I would love to see that. Maybe bouncing into the screen with an Easter egg basket and giving us the instructions. Trying to keep a straight face, because it's a super serious business throughout the entire process. But I'm going to get back to my super serious business. Going to try to bang out some editing. I've got some stuff I've got to memorize. I've got some emails I owe some attorneys, and I got to do a bunch of juggling with my other businesses. So I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, alerts, contact form, referral link, rock on, stay safe, enjoy your families. Reach out to somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. Tell them you miss them. Tell them you appreciate them. Tell them you're glad that they're in your life. Give your family a hug if you're around them. And look forward to Saturday, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Keep an eye out for my alerts. And you gents and ladies, have an amazing evening, afternoon, morning, whatever's going on wherever you are.